We stay in Prince George's County for this next story. Police there confirmed today what many local music fans had been seeing on their social media feeds. 2 men killed in a shooting at a motel in Camp Springs were both local performers.
Yeah, police say one man was trying to rob the other. It led to a shooting. The 23-year-old Xavier Matthews was the target of that robbery. He died from a gunshot wound.
One of the alleged robbers, 26-year-old Karan Moore, also died. Police say Moore and 2 other accomplices raided a motel room where Matthews was staying and then started shooting.
So today, police arrested 2 survivors. You can see them right there, 24-year-old Motel Day and 22-year-old Christopher Jamar Jenkins. Prosecutors charged them both with murder. The police chief spoke about the investigation just a few hours ago.
What's up, y'all? This is TheRealBarbarason TV, and this is the rise and the fall of KZ, Moneybagg KZ. Y'all know KZ is Moneybagg KZ. Is a rapper, up-and-coming rapper from Washington, D.C. He from Southwest, though. He from Southwest Washington, D.C. He became a rapper, and he got to a few altercations with guys in the streets, and this is the story. I first got aware of who Moneybagg KZ was because his brother, Neff, he got a close relative, Neff. Him and Neff, right hand, they be together. They talk about each other, they like 1 and 2. So Neff was a rapper, Neff was coming up. And Neff had songs that was popular, and the kids and the city was attracting to his music. And he had ended up passing away. And KZ was still here. And this is how the story goes. So Neff had passed away in a hotel robbery that went wrong. So KZ just picked up the torch. KZ picked up the torch, now KZ the bag man. This can all be known because KZ said it out his mouth. I was just watching the Insta story. He said he got the best bags in the city for the lowest number. Come shop, early bird, get the worm first. He posts this every day. I be like, I don't know how he do it, but he do it. Weed is legal in the DMV. So KZ got his little motion with the bags. So now he getting his motion with the bags, and Neff passed away. He the front runner now, so he thinking of a plan. He just gonna come up with some raps and live up to Neff rapping. Neff is his brother Savion, who passed away, so he gonna live up to his raps, and he gonna start rapping and keep not live up to his raps, but keep his name alive in the rap world and in the world and on wax. So KZ got the bags, he got motion, he meeting friends, he down, he from Southwest, so now now he branching off, he meeting new people, he got bags, he making hits there, becoming friends with people, he getting fly, getting outfits, here, there, and the third. So now in the whole city, see, now he got some type of motion, he building some motion. He just like Neff. Neff just had the bags, the motion, the raps, he just did the same plan. He just filled in the footsteps when Neff passed away. So now he got the bags. Now he building relationships with people outside his neighborhood. He becoming friendly. He building his buzz. The whole city talking about him. He in arguments now because he in the loop. He getting money. He got some motion. So now he flexing. He found his identity. Now he swagging. He dragging. He just popping it. That's what he do. He get fly. He pop it. He letting young know he got the most money. He the biggest, just bragging, loud, flaunting. Typical young nigga. That's what I'd do if I was young and I had the money too, y'all. Don't think I'm just right here. I would have did the same thing. But probably would have moved a little bit better, but he was turned up. So now he got all the publicity and he got all the streets. It's like, why not drop some rap songs? So this around 2018, 19, 20, just say 3 years. In between them 3 years, he built the buzz, he built relationships. The city know who he is, everybody know who he is. He the guy who sell the bags. He ended up going to jail on a conspiracy charge for the bags. It was a guy who sold them, allegedly, it was a guy who sold him 10 bags. This is what the police indictment said. It was a guy that sold him 10 bags of weed. He got caught with a gun, getting the 10 bags of weed. They was under investigation, long story short. The guys was trying to fight it, saying they don't know nothing about no weed, nothing. He copped and pled guilty. By him pleading guilty, this is what happened. The guy saying, I don't sell drugs, I'm not nothing, y'all making up this lie, prove it in court. But they got somebody that got caught buying drugs from this guy saying, I'm guilty, I bought drugs from this guy, I did that, just give me my little bit of time, whatever, because I got the littlest charges, he can get a couple months out of jail. That's when they were saying, he got 10 months in jail time because he took a plea agreement. His plea agreement was that in full testimony, he got to comply and tell in further detail of what happened and why he was arrested. He had a debriefing. 10 pounds of weed, you got to debrief him for 10 pounds of weed. That means he sat down with the prosecutors and had a one-on-one conversation and told them every single thing from the morning he woke up to the night he went to sleep, the day he was locked up, and the day that he got caught serving getting whatever he was getting from the people, allegedly. So they catch him red-handed, he take a cop. His guilty plea, him saying he's guilty, he's on this case with everybody. Him saying he's guilty, make all them guilty. He only getting 10 months. They facing all the time. He home, they still in jail. It's a sneaky way of snitching. It's like sneaky being hot. If 10 people, I give you a scenario. If 4 of us get in the car and we go murder somebody, and all 4 of us go to jail for murder, and 3 of us say we not guilty and 1 say he guilty, how is 1 person in the car, there's 4 people in the car, how is 1 guilty and the other 3 not guilty? The one that say he guilty automatically put a guilty on the rest of them. How can 1 be guilty out of 5 or out of 10? It's all y'all on it together. So basically, if he can get 10 months and everybody else can deal with their time or whatever they get, he don't care. He took the cop for himself in the plea. He was the littlest person on the case. He was gonna get the lessest time regardless. They was gonna give him 10 months regardless. All he had to do was sit in jail, just be quiet. He couldn't do the time. So guess what he did? He said a debriefing. He back out of jail. That's when the hot bone came out on him. They saying KZ hot because his co-defendant's like, bro, you went home and you took that cop. That plea deal incriminated his co-defendant. His co-defendant said just say Tim say he ain't never sold weed in his life. But John just got locked up. And in John report, he ain't saying Tim name that Tim sold the weed, but yes, he bought weed. They locked John up from buying weed from Tim. Tim said he don't sell weed, but John admitted to buying weed. You get it? Sneaky incrimination. So that's when I just seen Keys on live. I don't even really know him like that. They just posted this paperwork and sent it. So it's a rapper that's hot and made it to the blogs. I read the paperwork. I got it read to me. I understand it. He got on live and said this though.
You never seen me in your life in person.
Ma, go ahead with that, Ma. You know he leaking, bro.
You never see.
Ma, bro, I know he leaking, and then he gonna go live and say I don't got 10K, 20K. But bro, I just spent 10K out of Miami, bro. Just land. You hear me? I got the price tag to prove it. You hear me?
You said we just.
You hear me? Hey, Jeanette, hey, Nat. I ain't spent 10 just out the yams. I ain't just spent 10. No, not the yams. I'm confusing it. I ain't just spent 10 out Miami. No. Oh shit, I'm still talking about that. Atlanta on Dre. I ain't just spent 10 out there on Dre. What the niggas is real life acting? This nigga talk about I ain't got 10, I ain't got 20, I ain't got 50.
You ain't got enough
Ma,
money to see
you
this
ain't got
motherfucker in person. You want nobody like you.
You about to go right there and try to get a chain for free. Your
broke as shit. Y'all know who run the city, nigga. You know who's selling all these bags.
If we keeping it a beam, Ma, what the have you went in the jewelry store and bought besides when me and you bought our chains? Because you realize you got capitalize trying to make you feel like you bought my chain. So I got to make that known.
You know the
so when have you been in the jewelry store and realized I bought something? Jody Sneeze behind you champ. Bro, Jody Sneeze got shot. Man, tell with this head, different. Murder, you real live Mars bodyguard, bro. Y'all throwing me off on trade. The whole credit, y'all is the Mars bodyguard. Mars that
Mars
the coach bag. Y'all niggas.
Only reason I
y'all real live.
I'm getting off, man.
No funny, I'm about to get
So it's like 2020. Just say it's 2020 now. 2020. EDD and PPP came out. Y'all know what that is. That's when President Trump was in office in the White House, and everything was clicking. Like all the scams, all the money, cash out glitches, all the glitches was clicking. And he caught the wave of the scammer wave and the cash app glitches, the EDD, PPP, and they took him to like another level. Like he was acting like he was the richest in the city after that. He got the EDD, PPP wave. He went to jail for the conspiracy. He only did 10 months on the conspiracy, came back home. He came back home with the same attitude, same posting money. The police, when they locked him up, it's a police report. It's pictures in the whole case. Because the case is already over. He served the time and everything. They found him with the money. They found him with a gun. A rack of extra things on top of the 10 pounds. So they know his whole business. The FBI did this. It's not regular police in blue. This is the FBI. The FBI already caught him on conspiracy, found him guilty. He came home doing the same exact thing all over. Like his first day out of jail, he got bags or whatever, because he was back on this Insta story again, posting, I got bags, this, that, and the third. He back in the weed game, back living his life, back telling the world. He telling this openly to the camera, like to everybody on Instagram, to the world. I got the most bags in the city, best number. I'm not into selling drugs. I don't know anything about this. So now he got the hot bone out on him. His co-defendants, the co-defendants' neighborhoods, and the people he be around, like, bro, you got out too fast, and the cop you took incriminated somebody. He don't know. He just know he got out of jail and he didn't take a stand. He don't know his plea was incriminating. This is his first time in jail, really. He never been to jail, so he just moving on with it now.
This is Xavier Matthew plea agreement and judgment and committal order by a judge. This plea agreement will say that he signed a plea agreement that is a non-cooperation plea agreement, meaning that he doesn't snitch. He just took his charge like a man and did his time. And judgment committal order specifically state that he didn't get any reduction for any cooperation. He gets straight up. He did his time straight up. Anything else, you can call me, goddammit.
I'm sorry, let him know I pay cash, anything cash.
But he ended up being hot. Sticky situation. So he's saying he not hot. In his head, in his world, he not hot because he didn't mean to do it, but he did it not knowing what he did. But it came back to bite him. But at the end of the day, if you go to jail, you don't take no pleas. If your co-defendants ain't taking pleas, y'all fight it out, y'all thug it out. That's just what it is. That's what I thought it was. So he came back home after that. He did 10 months of jail. Now he back home free. Back to a same route. Now EDD, PPP, President Trump, everything clicking. I told y'all he got the resources because he built the relationships off the bags and the fly clothes and getting the name. Savion from Southwest, he from Southwest. It just built him a buzz. Now he got a buzz. All the females love him. All the females love him because he fly, got the chains. He gonna keep a bankroll, and he do his thing. Like, so in the midst of that, EDD, PPP came, so he went and bought a ring, bought some new jewelry. A female backdoored him for the ring. He went to sleep with a female. He spent the night over a female house. A female backdoored him for the ring. I didn't know about this ring. I learned all this just doing research. I learned about this ring in the interrogation room. I'm going to get back to that later on in the story, but to get off topic real quick, and the police interrogated me and chained me to, they locked me up for something totally different, chained me to a table in a building and interrogated me about, do I know something about a KZ and was it a semi-homie beef or something? Because my IG live comments said I know about it or something. So they came and questioned me, do I know something about a ring being stolen? I heard that from the police. Let's get back to the story. All right, so a ring got stole from a girl. A girl took KZ ring and allegedly gave it to somebody. And then somebody popped up with the ring. I think it might have been semi-homie popped up with the ring. I don't know who popped up with the ring, but somebody popped up with the ring. That's the first robbery. But I told y'all he had got the bags and got his name up and got friendly and started networking with people. But in the midst of that, he built a little character. He been robbed several times in the midst of them years and all that, just by being in the city, moving around the way he moving. If you selling the bags, and he done been robbed a couple of times, like people set him up that's close to him, set him up numerous of times, over a dozen times. So he got a rep on his name that he's sweet. Like if you get up on him, you can get him types. So like people be trying to catch him. Like, this is crazy, right? This world is crazy. When you're doing good, this is real. People be really just trying to catch him out and feel like they're going to hit a lick and try him. But we're going to get to the end of the story so y'all can understand it all, so how he really feel about it. So he been tried so many times. So now, prior to him being tried so many times, now this girl got this ring. So now the internet know. They got this internet, the pandemic, the internet, the IG live, all that's popping. When something happen, it just go viral on the internet and the whole city talk about it. So the whole city is blowing up about this ring, but he got money. So he gonna overplay the ring. He go buy some chains. He go buy some new chains, overplay the ring. Like that ring ain't about nothing. Buy a new ring, replace the ring. It's just a little ring. A ring don't hit as hard as a chain. Then they take his chain. Like some months later, not even months later, let's just say years later, a year went past, he built the buzz, they saying he hot. He got the ring, took it, he bought more jewelry. Now he got jewelry on, now he got a chain on. Now he just turned up, he got the high bone on. But now that he been robbed so many times and betrayed by the females, now he moving by himself. Now he got all this, now he became IG-ish. Now once they put him on about that ring, they tease him on Instagram and all that. Now he been trying to get back, or he says that ring on Instagram. Everything he do is for Instagram, for throw it in y'all face. So now he bragging. Now he back at that ring. Y'all broke, everybody broke. Y'all niggas, y'all be hating on me, this, that, and the third. He just doing his thing. But he really, for real, people hate on KZ, to be honest. Just to be honest, I feel like people just hate on him because he get money, he small, and he don't really got no super duper muscle behind him. But I feel like people just hate on him. KZ was a good nigga. Besides the high bone. And so now he built his character up. So now he just hanging by himself. He don't trust nobody. But the close friends, he just got whoever he close to, his closest ones. That's what he dealing with. He dealing with like family. Like you gotta be close to family type people. Or y'all can't even get near him now. So he decided to go lay up with a female. He lay up with a female again. The female he laid up with got his ring stolen. He go lay up with a female again. The female run out the room with his chain. He in a hotel room and they run out with his chain. I think she ran out, somebody, I don't even know the story, but I know his chain ended up missing by a female. Female ended up with his chain. Now his chain ended up with his ops. Now he back on Instagram, that defend himself about that chain, that chain, woo. Now it's up, he really feeling some type of way. It gets so greater. It's like, all you gotta do, if you believe in God, stuff can happen. The manifestation is a miracle out here. I'm telling you, it's working miracles. This Barberson curse is like, you cannot duck it. I just put his name in the hat and I woke up, it was like, poof, Houdini. But like, let's get into the story. So don't y'all know Moneybagg KC, the guy that I dropped his paperwork like DMV first rapperette. So I dropped DMV first rapperette. This was probably like 3 days ago. So he dropped a diss song. He dropped a diss song. He said my name in the diss song. He said Cruddy name in the diss song. He said send me just money mob. Just send the subliminals. And he said he can't be dragged on. Well, I don't think this is being dragged on. This might be Dragon Tales. Like, let's go on the Dragon Land. They took him to Dragon Land. This is Dragon Tales. This is bigger than Orc. I'm just here to tell you. So look, he dropped a diss song. And in the diss song, my chain had got taken from somebody that I let use my chain. And they got it taken from, we all know the story, Earl. As I think got out of Earl's hands, a lot of guys took pictures with it like it was on the tour. It wasn't on the chain tour, so boom. So one of the guys that took a picture with the chain, he screenshotted them and put them in his diss song because he had a mask on and tried to make it look like it was him who robbed me for a chain. I've never been robbed for a chain. That happened in Virginia. I was in New York when it happened. I don't even know nothing about it. So it's cool. So that was going on. That happened 2 days ago. He dissed me 2 days ago. His chain is in possession of the chain snatchers right now. Like, here goes chain right here. He ain't got that chain no more. I'm just here to tell y'all. So how he say he the talk of the town? He be popping. Lil Boston Richie. Hey, Boston. Hey, Lil Boston. I'm here to tell you this, Boston. I don't know how you about to get back from this. You can't get back from this. Like,
You said you ride around with that Drake. Okay, so look here. You need to take Drake to a concert and make him sing. You need to be running through the 6 with your woes right now. You hear me? You need to be signing OVO, running through the 6 with your woes. If you don't know what that Drake you got, you need to go make him sing. Drake don't need to do nothing but sing right now. You hear me? La 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 bamba. Talking about you paid $100,000 for a chain. Actually, you paid $75,000. And the jeweler's in my DMs. He says you still owe him $14,000. This is crazy. He said you owe him $14,000 and you gave him bad check for $20,000. So you really $35,000 in a hole, bro. You been paying on that jump for since paying on that jump, but I ain't even trying to put your business out here. How's it feel to get your neck took it though? It's like, and you get a CNN interview, like a whole documentary joke. Like, oh my God, y'all got to hear these diss songs. It was like a few moments later. Like, how long did that last? Damn, I'm trying to see what the hype about. Catch you with that chain, we getting iced out. Picasso's. Hey, nah, man, this is a crazy world. Like, the city is really lit, though. Like, this is, like, the biggest situation in the city right now. So I'm just here to say, what you about to do now? You keep around here doing all this, trusting everybody. Then they said, the word through the grapevine, inside man told me you was butt naked. What you doing butt naked? They caught you butt naked. What you doing butt naked? Freaky little dude. You're a freaky little dude. You're trying to be freaky. Wow. That's crazy. I had a song. Oh, how I go. This is a selection from the choir. That's how they be in church. This is a selection from the choir. Can you please stand? Today's a good day. Sorry for good times. Nothing but proud and the joy. I know your chain gone, but it's gonna be all right. I thought I told you stop that bluffing, but you cannot change. And now we got your diamonds, and I know you feel pain. Today's a good day. I'm sorry for good times. Nothing but proud and the joy. KC, it's gonna be all right. You better go pray to God. You need a deacon right now. You need some holy oil, a deacon, a grandmother, and 2 peppermints. And you'll be all right. I'm telling you, only thing to get you over this right now is some Bishop T.D. Jakes or, what's his name? Never would have made it without you. I would have lost it all. But now when I see you were there for me, and now am I to say? Nah, for all jokes aside though, y'all, the sweetest guy in DC history of jury goes to KZ. I'm just here to tell you. Long story short, now, in the midst of all that, before it got there, the guy who took his ring, not the guy who took his ring, but the guy who ended up with his ring, Send Me On Me, was a rapper. So only way to get a message back to Send Me and his fans is like through rap. So he dropped a rap song. So now they back and forth rap song. KZ started to build a little rap buzz off the song because Send Me Home got a big buzz. So if he replied, you know what I'm saying, send his fans, now his music doing numbers. Now he getting 100K views, 50K views, 20K views. So now they see KZ as a rapper. He see he can start a rap career. He started putting his music on iTunes. He building his rap career. Now he by himself building his rap career, doing all that. So now the girl then backdoored him again. This for the second time. He got his chain took it. So now he gonna make a diss song. So now that's when I come into play. I teased him about the paperwork when he took the early cop. The whole city know I got bags, and he showed the Draco. Like on IG Live, bro. You just got locked up by the FBI. They got you with all this. I'm gonna show y'all his whole file. Word for word. But we screaming freedom boys. Supposed to sit in jail. You rather go home. That ain't the way you supposed to do it, man. You feel me? The streets say, to me, it's looking ratatouille. But to y'all have y'all own opinions. It's a rock of Boston rich on the one out here. As long as you got money, rat don't even mean nothing. But I ain't in the streets. If I was, I wouldn't do nothing with you. If I was a cop, because I just bid it off him on some bid TV, just bidding off of it, because he's a rapper. I bid off rappers when they do wrong. This is what I do for a living. I'm sorry if you end up on my office desk. So he got his chain taken. So now he bid it a week. Now and again, he got his chain taken. Ha, ha, ha. When I first said something about the paperwork, him being hot, this was prior to his chain getting taken, me and him got into it. I said he was hot, put him on bid of the week,
and me and him got into it, so we was going back and forth. So we had our own back and forth going on. It was nothing physical or nothing gangster. It's just like internet trolling. Like he might talk money, I might talk money, he might talk females, I talk females, and you ain't got this. This is not no gangster stuff. So now we got the back and forth going on. So I'm just sitting back, it's dying down a little bit. But then he get his chain taken. So now I got something to talk about. Oh man, he got his chain taken, it's going up. It's the biggest thing going on in the city right now. He got his chain taken. Now that his chain is taken, I had some internet things going on in my life that the police had ran in my house and locked me up. They locked me up for that. But I told y'all earlier, prior to me telling y'all this, that I had the guy interrogated about KZ Ring. They sat me down in a room and asked me about KZ Ring or something, because I told you, man, KZ had the back and forth going on in the meantime. But Semi Homie had passed away.
Let's begin with a triple shooting in Northeast D.C. that we told you about last night. One of the victims has died. Adam Longo has spent the night gathering some brand new details from our newsroom. What do we know?
So, Leslie, just as the sun was going down tonight, WUSA 9 got this, the police report on the shooting that we've been asking for. 21-year-old Javon Jones was killed here. 2 others were injured. This is the footage of the scene that we brought you last night on WUSA 9 News at 11. Well, since then, we have learned a whole lot more. I mean, this entire area just got completely sprayed with bullets. And when I mean the entire area, I want you to take a look at this map here. So we're going to zoom in here on the intersection of 14th and Montana, right here in the Brentwood neighborhood. This is Rhode Island Avenue, so Montana and 14th right here. And we're going to zoom in a little bit more here because I want to show you some of the residential areas here, right? So that was Montana Avenue. This is Saratoga. There are places that that's where the 2 other victims got shot here along Saratoga. A bunch of these homes were hit. I mean, 1420, 1418, 1417. So now we're talking on both sides of Saratoga Avenue where this shooting happened. And a couple of the houses up here on 14th Street Northeast as well. Now, this police report indicates that in addition to the 3 people who were shot, 8 vehicles got hit out here. 7 windows in those buildings shot out. Bullets hit a bedroom wall, a living room wall, an office window. Frankly, it's astonishing that more people didn't get hit by all this gunfire. We actually saw more than 30 shell casings out here on the scene when our photographer was there last night. No arrests at this point, but police do want to hear from you if you can maybe shed some light on who may have been responsible.
Semi Homie had passed away in the midst of this. The guy who had his ring passed away. The first guy he was getting to passed away. So they see my comments, my Instagram comments saying something about, ain't you the reason, something. They really came and grabbed me because of the IG comments. But let's get back to the story. So I don't know nothing about a ring. I ain't even speak to them about the ring. I don't know nothing about the ring. Semi Homie passed away. Long live Semi Homie. Now Semi Homie passed away. Semi Homie passed away in the same week that they took the chain. The girl took the chain. Semi Homie, I ain't saying Semi Homie took no chain. The girl took KZ chain and gave it to his ops. Semi Homie and them ended up with the chain, bragging about the chain. I'm bragging about the chain. Murder bragging about the chain. Murder is Semi Homie. Rap buddy. They rap buddies. They be together. They 1 and 2 on the rap tip. So if he in it, he in it. So, and KZ and Murder had their own little dispute, whatever they had behind the scenes. I don't really know that side of it. So, after Semi died, KZ brags about it like he had something to do with it. He make an Instagram post. Ooh, he just taunting Semi Homie about his death. Like he just all over the internet. So now the whole wave went to KZ.
Hey, too slow,
yeah. So they got that bullet right miles per hour, yeah.
Right, a good mile, 25, yeah. Hey, what's up?
Sure, cuz.
You know me, man. You know me, man. You feel good? I know you feel good.
It's too much. Hey, Lord, that yeah. Say bad, little homie.
Hey, with you, man. Hey, you, bro.
Man, still ain't got my little homie, Slim.
Hey, this nigga funny. Hey, what's up? Come do some good money. Come lose some good money, man. They got him
Man,
right here.
they say y'all got that hand on them dice, man.
Huh?
They say y'all got that trick hand.
Yeah. No, I got a good hand. I done lost like man.
They go this jump heavy.
Hey, this junk been up like that for
I
2
knew shit
hours.
was up there, you hear me?
This been right there for a minute. Damn, another stock this hit this. Hey,
Come
what's
on,
up
show
with
your
y'all? We out
location.
here.
You the police?
Hey, we out here.
Sadly.
What's the word? It feel good. Hey, taste the egg. Taste the egg, KZ.
Hey, he said, I ain't smoking that heavy, yeah.
Taste the egg. Hey, taste the egg. Taste the egg. That tastes good.
Hey, bro.
hey, hey, what you, bro? Get off my line, bro.
Hey, yeah, I got your phone, bro.
Like KZ ring got stolen. KZ get into it. Semi on the internet. Semi passed away. Now the whole wave is on KZ. KZ just running with the wave now. Now he got the whole buzz. The guy he got into it with that had his chain passed away in the same week that his chain. What's the coincidence? Like what's the comma? Like that's crazy. Like what's the chances of that? So now he running with it. He think he looking sweet. He looking so good. So now he feel like he up. So he running around. He dropping songs. His numbers increase. He doing hundreds of thousands of views. He saying he a rapper. He got the buzz now. The guys who just had his chain clowning him is dead. He got the whole wave. A couple months later, KZ cousin. KZ went to a hotel room with his cousin. He was staying. He told y'all he couldn't trust nobody. He been robbed 10 times before he got his ring taken. He got his ring taken. He was robbed 2 more times in between his ring getting taken. And he got robbed for his chain. He got so many robberies. He don't trust nobody. He ain't around nobody but family. He don't be around nobody. Now he moving like a cat. He moving so wild that we didn't even know how he was moving because we just thinking we never see him on no behind the scenes or nothing, no where he going to the end of the night. His cousin and him was staying in a hotel room in Allentown Road. Allentown Road is a place where girls sell they soul. It's like the knock knock spot. It's like the $40 grandpa spot. Whenever you just want to release some stress, it's like a place you don't go. It's like the only place you can die and the only place you can get some for some money. So he's staying there. His cousin is a female. He's staying with his cousin. He's trusting his cousin. He's only standing around family. He parks his Porsche truck at a Motel 6. He drive a Porsche truck. Told y'all he was getting money. He was in his flow. One thing about KZ, y'all put some respect on his name. KZ was fly. KZ kept some money. We can't say he was broke. And he was in his lane. People hated on him. I bidded on him, but I bid. It's like, he ain't deserve to die in my book. But he passed away. This is how he passed away. He was put his trust in his cousin. His cousin texted some guys and told them she gonna leave the key under the car tire, come in and rob him. Told y'all KZ been robbed so many times. Every time he get robbed, his stuff end up on the internet and the whole internet tease him and put so much pressure on him. I know KZ saying in his head, he never gonna get robbed again. Next person try to rob him, he gonna kill him. They get the key from under the wheel, 5 o'clock in the morning. They bust through the door. KZ just shoot the first person through the door, kill him. KZ get hit in the meantime. He passed away at the hospital. Crazy story, man, ain't it? So now, it's long live Simeon, it's long live KZ, but now that I think about it, and murder got locked up on a conspiracy. Now that I think about it, I'm a YouTuber. That's why I don't be in the streets. That's why I tell y'all this for all the kids that's in the streets. See what the streets like get y'all. We all just was bidding over a chain and ain't take life serious. We took life for granted. I'm still here to even tell y'all, but free free murder, rest in peace, Sammy, rest in peace, KZ, and you gonna ask me, was it worth it? Hell nah, Barberson.